Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Talk Sports show with host Alec Pequignot here on Monday, November 6th. Today's show, I will be going over the MVP picks for college football. And if you can't catch the picks live, don't worry. There's two other ways to catch the picks. You can catch it on the rerun of the live stream, or you can catch it on Twitter or Patreon. And the Patreon, free to join unless you want the premium. The premium Patreon is $4 a month, and you get with the premium Patreon, you get access to everything. You get to chat with me. And on the free Patreon, you also get to chat with me. But let's get started here. Here are my Talk Sports MVP upset picks for the weekday games in college football this week. My first weekday upset, weeknight upset, is upset of the week, number one, Bowling Green, plus 10 over Kent State. I know Bowling Green hasn't been that good this year, but I like Bowling Green a lot. And I think Bowling Green can pull this upset. And like I said, I really like Bowling Green. I'm a big Ohio guy. I grew up in Dayton, which Dayton University does have football, but it's not a big football. That's besides the point. I think Bowling Green can pull the upset here and beat Kent State. My number two MVP upset pick for the weeknight games is Central Michigan plus 3.5 over Western Michigan. This is a battle of Western and Central Michigan, the Chippewas and the Broncos. I like Central Michigan in this game plus 3.5 for the upset. And toward the end of this, I will be giving you some best bets for the weekday games for college football. But here is the reason I like Central Michigan. I've watched some of their games this year, and I feel like CMU can pull this upset because I feel like they're the better team out of these two teams. And I like Central Michigan to pull the upset here. And my last upset for the weekday games, for weeknight games for college football, MVP picks, is Wyoming plus 4.5 to upset over UNLV. And I like this upset a lot because UNLV has had a really good season, but the last couple of weeks they've struggled. They have lost a game this year. If you didn't see in my rankings, I don't have them in there anymore. But that doesn't mean they can't get back in the rankings. But I like Wyoming to pull the upset here. And now here's my Talk Sports cover picks this week for the weekday games in college football. My first cover pick is SMU minus 15.5 over North Texas. North Texas is relatively decent in football, but I don't think they stand a chance against SMU. That is why I have SMU covering the minus 15 here, minus 15 and a half. And take into account this is a Friday night game. So the spread for this game could change during the week. But this is one of my favorite cover plays this week for my MVPs. The second one is cover number 2 of the week. Ohio University minus 7 over Buffalo. And I like this one too. I think Ohio will win by more than 7, but I somehow think they cover against Buffalo. Buffalo is, if not the worst, they're one of the worst teams in college football. And I would take Ohio University to cover minus 7 any day of the week. And my last cover of the week for the weeknight games is Louisville minus 20 over Virginia. I like Louisville to win by more, at least 20 points this week against Virginia. And I think they do cover this point spread. Now, take it at your own account. If you don't want to take this game and you want to take a point spread from one of the other weeknight games, you can. But I like Louisville here, minus 20 to cover the point spread. Now it's the Talk Sports over-under picks. The first over-under I have is Southern Miss Louisiana, and if you're betting on this game, take over 53.5 points. I looked at both teams. They can score, and I think there's going to be a lot of scoring in this game. Not included or limited to Louisiana scoring maybe over 30 points and Southern Miss scoring over 25. I like the over. The second game I'm picking the over-under for in the weekday slate of games for college football is Ball State, Northern Illinois. And I am taking the over in this game for one reason. Ball State can score, and so can Northern Illinois, and I don't think there's going to be a lot of defense in this game. I like the over here in this game a lot. I love the over. This is the first time you're seeing Miami of Ohio and Akron on here. You're going to see them again in a little bit. And I like the over in the Akron Miami of Ohio game of 43.5. I think this will be the most high scoring game during the week. During the week slate of college football games, which is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. I think this will be the highest scoring game out of all of the weekday games for college football. Now, here are my favorite bets for the college football weekday games. First one, I just mentioned that you may see these two teams again, and here they are. Take the first half total. Take over 22.5 total, and first half, Akron versus Miami of Ohio. Like I just said, I'm taking the over in this game. So that should explain why I'm taking the total in the first half over 22.5 points. Like I said a minute ago, I think there will be a ton of points scored in the Miami of Ohio Akron game. And I like Miami of Ohio to win. My next best bet my next favorite bet this week for college football is taking the Louisville on the money line to win minus 1450. Like I said, I don't think Virginia can keep up with Louisville. And it's unfortunate. I think this is going to be a really boring game, and I think Louisville's going to win big. So that is why I am saying take Louisville on the money line, minus 1450. And the last favorite bet I have for this game is taking Ohio University in the point spread and taking Ohio U minus 3.5 first half point spread in their game this week against Buffalo. I think Ohio U covers the first half point spread in their game against Buffalo. And I like that to happen. I will be switching over to my microphone. And we are not done yet, ladies and gentlemen. I will be sharing I'll be sharing my screen with you in a second. Hold up, ladies and gentlemen. I'm having some technical difficulties with sending into my DraftKings. Give me a second. So, how's everybody doing today, though? Everybody having a splendid day? Because I am. There is a couple bets I like for DraftKings. And one of them is to take the James Madison over 11.5 win total. And Ohio State over 11.5. Florida State over 11.5 wins. Michigan under 11.5 wins. I think they get 10. Penn State under 10.5 wins. And ladies and gentlemen, before I go, I offer memberships. My memberships consist of The cheapest membership is 99 cents a month, and it's the Talk Sports opener level. The Talk Sports starter level membership is $2.99 a month. The Talk Sports premium level is $9.99 a month. You get neat perks with all those memberships. And ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for the stream. I will see you back here tomorrow at 11 a.m. for fantasy football talk. Fantasy football recap. And not this Friday, but next. It's either next. Yeah, I think yes, next Friday. There will be no Talk Sports College Football Show. Yes, there will. But you get a bonus stream, and it's me streaming play-by-play, doing my play-by-play for the South Florida UTSA football game next Friday at 9 p.m. Next Friday at 9 p.m., UTSA stream, UTSA South Florida football stream here on YouTube and Twitter and Twitch. All three platforms will have the UTSA South Florida play-by-play with yours truly, Alec Pequignot. But, ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for me. I'm out. Peace. I will see y'all tomorrow morning at 11 a.m.